If you can, please download or print out the PDF file on the description below so you can work with me. To find the volume of this solid, we need to find the volume of this first. So we'll name this V1, and then we find the volume of this, which name this V2, and then we add them together. That will give me the volume of this solid. So we know that volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h. Now the diameter is 6 centimeters. So the radius must be equal to 6 divided by 2. So that is 3 centimeters. So now we just substitute the value in. So 1/3 pi times the radius, which is 3, so 3 square, and you times this by the perpendicular height. The height of this cone here is 7. 1/3 times pi, shift pi, and then times 3 square, which is 9, I times by 7. So that give me 65.97 and 3/4 so on. So I just write in 2 decimal place first, but I need to store that in memory A. Shift, store in A. So the answer is 65.97 first. 65.97. Now I'm storing this in memory A, so I just write this down so you can see. Because if you round up too early, the answer is slightly different, okay? So that's why I store that in memory, and it gives me more accurate answer, that's all. That is V1, and then V2. I already have formula here, so I don't have to rewrite again. So I just go 1/3 pi times the radius, the same radius, which is 3 square, and times the height, which is 8, which equal to, so I just put in a calculator, so 1/3, and I times pi, and I times 3 square, which is 9, I times 8. So that gives me 75.398 and so on. 75.398. 75.398. And I just add them up. So therefore, volume is equal to 65.97 at 75.40 if you like. But I'm not going to use these numbers. I'm going to use the number that on the calculator, which give me better answer. So I go answer plus alpha A. So 141.37. But then we need to round up to the nearest cubic centimeters. In another word, nearest to whole number. So 141.3, that is 141. So 141 cubic centimeters. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Now, noting this volume here, V1, and this volume is exactly the same. So the both diameter is 6 and both heights are 3. So we just need to find one of them and you times 2. So we can go V volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h, 1/3 of area times height if you like. And we have two of them the same, you just times by 2. So that becomes 1/3 pi times the radius square, which is 3, because half of 6 is 3, so 3 square, and times the height of the cone, which is 4, and you times by 2, got two of them. And that's all it is. So I put that in a calculator now, and don't forget, we need to round up to the nearest cubic centimeters. So I just type 1/3 first. I clear the screen first. So 1/3. Then I times by pi, and times by 3 square, which is 9, and times by 4 times 2, or times 8 if you like. It's the same thing. So which is 75.39 and so on, but nearest to whole number, because it's cubic centimeters is whole number. So 75.4, so the answer is 75 cubic centimeters. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. Now, this time, you need to find the volume of this solid in exact form. So the first one, we just name this V1, and then we'll find this second one, V2, and then we add them together, but in terms of pi, okay? So to do this, V1, we just write V is equal to 1 over 3 pi r square h. So 1 over 3 pi times the radius square, 3 square, and times by the perpendicular height, which is 4, and in terms of pi, or exact volume. So 1/3 of 9 is 3, and 3 times 4 is 12, so which is 12 pi. That is exact. And cubic centimeters. Otherwise, you can just use your calculator. You go 1 over 3, and then you times by 3 square, and you times by 4. You ignore the pi, okay? So 12. So that means 12 pi. And second one, so V2, and this is V1, of course. Now V2, again, I already have the volume in front of me. I just substitute the value in. 1/3 pi times the radius. So the radius this time, this is 8 is the diameter. So radius must be 8 divided by 2. So it's equal to 4. So 4 square and times the height. The height is 5. Now you just use calculator. Just go 1 over 3 and then a times 4 square and times 5. There you go. So 80 over 3. That means 80 pi over 3. So now therefore the volume is equal to 12 pi at 80 pi over 3. So to add this, I just go 12 times 3 is 36. So 36 plus 80. So 30 plus 80 is 110. So that's 116 pi over 3. Otherwise, you can just put in a calculator. So you just go 12 plus 80 over 3. There you go. 116 over 3. That means 116 pi over 3. And don't forget, it is cubic centimeters. So we need to find the larger volume first, which is the whole lot. And then we need to find the volume of this. And then we minus from the largest will give me the volume of this concave cone. Volume of a cone is 1 over 3 pi r square h. Let's find the larger volume first. So VL. Let's name VL. So the radius from here to here is half of 8, which is 4 centimeters. So 1 over 3 pi times 4 square times the height. The height of this is 14. So just times 14. And we have to give an exact answer. So I just put that in a calculator. So I go 1 over 3. I times 4 square times 14. 224 over 3 pi. So 224 pi over 3. And then cubic centimeters. And the smaller one, let's make it VS. Smaller one is this one here. So we know that the diameter is 3. So half of 3 give me the radius. So this is 1.5. Half of 3 is 1.5. So you go 1 over 3 pi times 1 over 5 square and times the height. The height of this, now from here to here is 6. So this must be 14 minus 6. So 14 minus 6, 10 minus 6 is 4. At 4 is 8. So which is 8 centimeters is the height of the small cone. So I just put in a calculator. So I go 1 over 3 times 1.5 square times 8, which equal to 6. So that is 6 pi equal 6 pi. So therefore, the volume of the solid equal 224 pi over 3 minus 6 pi. So just go 224. Remember, you don't put pi in because it's exact. Just type 224 over 3 minus 6. There you go. So 206 pi over 3 cubic centimeters. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. So we need to find the larger volume first. The larger volume is the whole lot here. Volume equal 1 over 3 pi r square h. And the radius is half of 14 from here to here, which is 7 centimeters. So 1 over 3 pi times 7 square and times the height. 15 is just from here to here. So all the way up is you add another 8. So 15 plus 8 is 23. So the height is 23. This is 23 centimeters. So 1 over 3 times by pi times 7 square and times 23. Because I'm going to use this later, so I better store that in memory. A first. Shift store in A. There you go. So 1180.19. 1180.19 cubic centimeters first. And then this is volume L. And then the smaller one, VS, is this one here. So the diameter is half of 5 is 2.5. And the height is this. So 1 over 3 pi times the radius, which is 2.5 square. And times the perpendicular height, which is 8. So I put that in the calculator. 1 over 3 times by pi times 2.5 square and times by 8. So which is 52.36. So 52.36 cubic centimeters. So therefore, volume is equal to 1180.19 minus 52.36. And remember, I'm not going to use these numbers. I'm going to use the one on the calculator. So give me a better answer. So just go, remember I stored in A earlier. So alpha A minus the last one, which is answer, is equal to 1127.83. Okay. 1127.83 cubic centimeters. Thank you so much for watching.